Hey guys, welcome to this video 8.2 Writing Linear Equations, Part 1. In this video, we are going to be talking about equations. In the past, we have talked about expressions. Do you know what the difference is between an expression and an equation? An expression is something like 4x or 3x minus 2. Those are expressions. For something to be an equation, it needs to have one specific thing in it. It needs to have an equal sign. An equation always has an equal sign. In this section, we're going to be doing equations. Every single problem that we do today is going to be an equation. For example, 5x is equal to 20. That's an equation. It has an equal sign in it. 3x minus x is equal to 12. That's an equation. It has an equal sign in it. So as we work today on equations, keep in mind, as you guys are trying some of these problems on your own eventually, that if your answer has an equal sign in it, then it might be right. However, if your final answer is just something like this, that's not going to be right for today. That's just an expression. Today we're doing equations. So let's get started. For this video, you will need to have a piece of paper ready to go so that you can write down some notes. Here's the first problem for us to take a look at. All right, so this problem says Jacob is X years old. Jenna is 10 years older than him. If Jenna is Y years old, what's an equation that could relate their ages? We know that Jacob is not equal to Jenna. So we're not going to say that Jacob's age is equal to Jenna's age. They're not the same. An equation is going to be something like, if Miss Mercer is 29 years old, and if Sophie is 12 years old, then an equation would be like 12 plus x is equal to 29. X would represent the amount of years that Sophie would need to gain in order to be as old as Miss Mercer is right now. So that would be an example of an equation. So we're going to try to figure out what kind of an equation can we write to relate these two people's ages together. To do that, we're going to use a bar model. In our bar model, we're going to start with Jacob. Jacob is going to be X years old. So first we're going to draw a bar for Jacob and we're going to label it with an X. Next, we need to figure out how to draw Jenna's bar for the bar model. It says Jenna is 10 years older than him, so it looks like we're going to need to keep the same x, but then add 10 to it. So x plus 10, that's going to be Jenna's bar model. So this is what Jenna's bar model would look like, x plus 10. Okay, now here's where we need to figure out how to write the equation. It says that Jenna is Y years old. So we're going to say that Jenna's age is equal to Y because Jenna is Y years old. Well, what was Jenna's age according to the bar model? It was X plus 10. So our equation should be X plus 10 is equal to Y. Or you can say y is equal to x plus 10. So that's the answer for this problem. The answer is an equation, it has an equal sign in it, and it relates these two people's ages together. Let's try another problem. All right, in this problem here we have a rhombus, and a rhombus has sides of length r centimeters. All the sides are the same length in a rhombus. If the perimeter of the rhombus is P, express P in terms of R. That means that we want to write down an equation to relate P and R together. What could I say the perimeter is equal to in this problem? P is going to be the perimeter. The perimeter is equal to what? The perimeter is all the outside, so this plus this plus this plus this, that's going to be the perimeter. And our bar model right here is showing we have R plus R plus R plus R. What's another way to write that? 4R. There are 4 R's. So the perimeter is equal to 4R. That's the answer. The answer for this problem is an equation. And the equation is that the perimeter is equal to 4R. We have a few more problems to do today, and I'm actually going to ask you guys to give these next few problems a try on your own first, and then we're going to talk about the answers together. Here's the first one for you to try. Go ahead and pause the video, read through the question on your own, see if you can figure out how to fill in those blanks, and then we'll talk about the answer. All right, this is the answer for that problem. So let's talk about it. Isaac has H baseball cards. So we started the bar model showing that Isaac has H. Carlos has 7 more. So in the bar model, we're adding 7 to however many Isaac used to have. The question says write an expression for the number of baseball cards that Carlos has in terms of H. So Carlos has H plus 7 baseball cards. So we could write down H plus 7. And then part B says if Carlos has K baseball cards, express K in terms of H. That just means to write down an equation for how many baseball cards Carlos has. So if Carlos has K baseball cards, we're going to say that this is equal to K. So H plus 7 is equal to K. Or you could say K is equal to H plus 7. So the final answer for this problem is going to be this equation right here. K equals H plus 7. Here are 2 more for you to try. Go ahead and pause the video, give these 2 a try, and then you can check your answer. All right, here's the answers for these problems. Let's go ahead and talk about them. So the first problem here says Ashley took P minutes to jog around a park. Sophia took 12 minutes longer. So we're starting with P for Ashley, and then we're adding 12 minutes because it's 12 minutes longer. If Sophia took T minutes, this is how much time Sophia took. We're saying that she actually took T minutes. Express T in terms of P. We're just going to say that that time, the P plus 12, is equal to T. Or you can say T is equal to P plus 12. And for the second one, if a bouquet of roses costs $30 and a bouquet of tulips costs M dollars less, we're going to say 30 minus M to start with. And then it says if the cost of a bouquet of tulips is actually equal to N, then express N in terms of P. So this cost right here, they've now said in the problem, is equal to N dollars. So we're going to say that is equal to N. And that's going to be our final answer here. Let's try 2 more problems. These are the last 2 problems for this video. Go ahead and pause the video, give these 2 problems a try, then we'll check the answers. All right, here's the 2 answers. So the first one, Orion has 7 boxes of marbles. So let's draw here the 7 boxes of marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Each box contains B marbles. So how many marbles does he have in all the boxes? B, 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 B. He has a total of 7 B marbles. In all the boxes together, there are 7 Bs. If he has C marbles all together, express C in terms of B. So if he has C marbles all together, well, we already figured out that he actually has 7 B marbles all together. So we're going to say that 7B is equal to C. And for the last problem here, a motel charged Mr. Kim X dollars for his stay. He stayed there for 12 nights. So this is how long he stayed there for. The entire time he got charged X dollars, and he was there for 12 nights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect. So 12 nights, X dollars. So one of these little boxes here is going to be 1/12 of X. You can choose to write that in two different ways. You can either say 1/12 of X like this. Of means that we're multiplying. Or you can say X over 12. It means the same thing. So you can write it either way. So one of those is for 1 night. If the rate per night was Y dollars, express Y in terms of K. So this rate is actually Y dollars. So we're going to say Y is equal to 1/12 of X, or 1/12 times X. That's going to be the final answer for this problem. All right, that's it for this video. Go ahead and submit those notes to Canvas, and then you are done with this video. Bye guys, have a great rest of your day.